What's up? It's your boy Karceno here, and let's get into another one of those hood stories that y'all love so much. Now, this is a hood story of two friends, me and this idiot who came in after my buddy died. My best friend got killed. I could say I was vulnerable at the time to let this fool get close enough to be a friend. But anyway, I got a Cavalier. He goes and get a Cavalier. He gets a white Cavalier. Like, man, we both got Chevy Cavaliers, and we pushing Chevy Cavaliers, hitting the clubs up, got the chicks going crazy. He's, look, man, we got all the chicks, we get everything. Come on, man, let's party. I should have known this was too good to be true. Pretty soon down the line, this guy is going to cross me. And pretty much it happened the way it always happened. First, it came over some stupid bet that nobody made. It was like, oh man, you bet me on that, dude. You said you bet me. Don't try to. I'm like, try to pull out. I'm like, what is he talking about? I didn't make a bet with him. So slowly I'm beginning to realize that he always pulled this stunt or try to front on me like when certain people are around. Like he's trying to pull like he got some weight or some authority. So, I'm just peeped it a little bit. Like he goes in the front mode. So the guy that came on named Lonnie Black. And Lonnie Black is he's a high-end, he's a thief. So Lonnie Black is tried to put it in a nice term, but he's a thief. So Lonnie Black decides that, what, I'm gonna do some work out here, and I got this construction thing going, and this home, redecoration and all that. What he mean is, come join him. He's finna go rob some homes. And he liked the territory he's seeing. So I'm like, I'm not with this because I stay in this territory and I know what comes at the end of this, jail. So I'm like, well, Lonnie Black and you can, hang out and do y'all thing, and that's fine. So next thing you know, things go left. His car gets blown out. The owner was home or whatever, and things went left, and him and Lonnie Black was fighting in the house. The owner, Lonnie Black, he ran out to the car. The owner had a pistol, shot at his car, whatever, and shot his tire out. So he didn't have a spare tire, and he wanted to use a tire from me. And I was like, fine, no problem. You can have a tire from me. No, I don't care. I had one in the trunk. I didn't have a spare like the donut. I had a real tire in the back of my car that came with. I had an extra tire. So I don't know what happened with his donut or whatever, but he ended up using my tire. My whole wheel. And I had a donut that I had. I had one from another car. So I had that in there as an emergency. Now, when I had my donut, it wasn't like 100% or messed up or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. We're moving forward. Everything's cool. Him and Lonnie Black end up falling out. It ain't cool no more. And that's just happenstance. So I happened to go down there. Me and him have a falling out. We was playing cards for money, spades for money, and at the end of it, he don't want to pay when it's his turn to pay, and I ain't let him get away with fronting. I'm like, well, you got all your fronting. When it's all done, when you through with your show, just pay us the money, And I'm like, man, just pay up the money, man. You always try to scam to get something for nothing. Like, just pay what you owe. So Anyway, he was all off. Now you want to, you trying to front me off like I ain't got no bread? I got way more bread than you. You blah, 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 you know. So after this, I was just like, okay, you know, I ain't got to deal with dude no more. So after that, we pretty much didn't deal with each other no more. He went and lied and told some broad I said something I totally didn't say. So I don't honor nothing like that anyway. So he was gone. Needless to say, he's out. So after this, I ain't talked to him for like maybe 2 years, 3 years. But I remember I needed my tire on my Cavalier. The shocks had got so bad that the struts had rusted for some reason. I think from all this salt and asphalt. So the screws had rusted, and all the going up, banging up and down and stuff, it breaks off. And my whole tire come off. And the whole tire went into like this river that they had out there. So once it got through coming off the river or whatever, the tire did, it went in the river. I was like, well, we can't get that tire. And now I had to get my car towed and everything else. I had to change the lug nuts, which I did. I did that on my lunch break. Knocked out the screws that didn't get broken off. Knocked those out with a pin. Replaced that with some more screws that I just got from Napa Parts. So all I need now is a tire. So I called, you know, he still got the Cavalier. So I'm like, well, you know, let me get my tire. And he was just like, man, you called here for a tire, go buy another one. And hung up the phone on me. I'm like, dude, that's my tire. I shouldn't have to go pay for another tire. You got another car anyway besides the Cavalier. Just give me my tire. Man, I ain't giving you nothing. Like we don't even talk no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, dude, when I gave you the tire, it was a loan. It was a loaner. I loaned you the tire so you can use it until I need it. Now I need my rim, my tire, whatever. I don't care if it's flat. I just need my rim. I'm not finna buy a whole new tire and rim when I don't have to, because you already had mine. You should have bought you one right now. So you go buy you one. And so he was like, nah, it ain't going down. I was like, all right, you want to play? Okay, no problem. So I called my cousin. I was like, yo, can you pick me up? We come over there in the black SUV. Me, him, and Black. Black over there. Black trying to take all the tires off the car. I'm like, no, we just gonna use the crowbar and get back my tire. That's the only one I want, is what's mine. And whatever's his is his. Lonnie Black is over there. He was supposed to be on lookout. Next thing you know, he over there, he trying to take tires. He trying to see what else he could steal. We was like, no, Lonnie Black, we only here to get the tire. So while we getting the tire, everybody else is like, I hate these four-wheel drive people. They act like everybody else got four-wheel drive. So anyway, we go ahead and get the tire out off the car. The car's on the brake. We get the tire, we put it back on the car. We come out the next day. He didn't call the cops. We just happened to be driving by. He's sitting out there looking at the Cavalier on bricks. We laughing because we only took the tire that he owed me, which was my tire. So he knew who had the tire and everything, but he knew he wouldn't be able to prove it. So he was just I don't know what he called the cops for. Man, he didn't call me. He didn't say nothing. He came at me at a party. We was at, forgot where we was at. And he was, there you go, this man stole my tire. I'm like, I didn't steal your tire, I took my tire. And I'm like, you know I took it for like 6 months. You never said nothing, you never did nothing, but now you with Lil James and everybody, now you want to cause a scene. I was like, you know what, let me call Lonnie Black. Lonnie Black, so-and-so here said that you took his tire. Where he at? I'll be right over there. No, man, what'd you call Lonnie Black for? Lonnie Black is looking for a reason to bash his face in. So this would be right up Lonnie Black's alley. He don't like him. Well, that falling out they had was way too much. So he thought like, man, what's the problem, man? He thought because once we ain't friends no more, everything that he was supposed to give to me that was mine became his. That's not how I see it. That's a good time, an ample time for you to return things that belong to me. Because I know if I got something that belongs to somebody else, I'm not finna have no business or nothing with them, or I return all the stuff they got. That's a sign things finna go left. If I start giving you stuff you loan me or gave to me, it's just finna go left. You being cut off. And he should have known better. But he didn't, so that's that. So he didn't get hurt. Nothing like that. Nobody got hurt in the situation. But I got my tire back. And that's all that needed to be told, that as we go through this Valentine's Day weather for this ridiculous pagan holiday that Hallmark that made up to make some money.